The Hollywood Reporter released their 25 most powerful stylist issue, so let's go over some of the highlights. Sabrina Carpenter and our stylist Jared Elner got featured, and I think it's well deserved, especially because last year I said that they got snubbed after they were relegated to the honorable mention section. Sabrina's bombshell style is so recognizable and a huge part of her brand, and obviously Jared's styling is a big part of that, so I'm happy he's getting his flowers. Some other new additions are James Yardley and his work with Connor Story. Connor is a Saint Laurent ambassador, and his stylist James said that his style is more classic but with a modern edge in the fabric choices and accessories that they choose. Britt McCamey is another new entry for her work with Lola Tung and Myhala. I thought it was interesting that Britt actually said in the article that her and the girls are aware when a look is a little polarizing and may get hate online, but they've all learned to not really give a fuck, and I respect that. Simone Bayonet and her work with Olivia Dean got a shout out. I literally made a whole video praising her styling of Olivia, so I'm so happy to see them getting a moment. I kind of feel like they should have gotten a cover, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Which, speaking of, Storm Pablo and his work with Bad Bunny was a part of the list, but I feel like they also should have gotten a cover. They had a really big year from the Super Bowl to the Grammys. I feel like their work together should have been highlighted a little bit more in the article beyond just a tiny blurb, especially considering, no shade, Kate Hudson and her stylist Sophie Lopez got a cover instead. Personally, I found Kate's styling to be a little messy, but they did highlight the Armani dress, which was very fab, so I'll give them that. My favorite new it girl, Chase Infinity, got highlighted with her stylist Micah and Wayman. They also styled Coma Domingo and Tiana Taylor. But Chase was the diamond of the season, if you ask me, and her stylist described her style as bold, feminine, and whimsical, and I think that's spot on for Chase. She is so cutesy. While Roach and Zendaya were of course mentioned, I mean Zendaya on a best dressed list is just a given at this point. Andrew Muckmall was mentioned with Margot Robbie, and they specifically highlighted the Wuthering Heights press tour that I feel like was a little divisive. Jason Bolden and his work with Michael B. Jordan was mentioned again. Their little section talked about Michael's love of Mandarin collars, which I just thought was like such a cute little detail for some reason. I don't know why. Samantha McMillan and my princess Elle Fanning, of course, made the list again. Aaron Walsh and Anne Hathaway were included, which I usually applaud, but after seeing some of these looks for the Devil Wears Prada 2 press tour, Aaron, girl, control it. Felicity Kay was mentioned again for her styling of Paul Maskell, which is fine, but they also make a point to mention her styling of Amy Lou Wood, as if it's a good thing. Are we looking at the same outfits? And then we had Kate Young, who's always on the list, and they focused on her work with Dakota Johnson again, but I feel like it would have made more sense to focus on Rose Byrne this year. I mean, hello, the Golden Globes Green Atonement dress. But overall, I thought this year's list was pretty good. The only major snub I can think of was Enrique Melendez and Jenna Ortega. I was so surprised that they didn't get mentioned at all. We saw the Wednesday 2 press tour, and I feel like she's consistently one to watch on the red carpet, so her not being on the list, it feels snubby to me. I don't know. But feel free to let me know what you think. Who are your favorites and who do you feel like was missing?